almost cleared all the logs in this area. Or I mean, cleared all the quests in this area. We've just got these ones left, which are mostly killing and a collection of quests. So I'm just gonna sneak in here into this castle haunted by these ghouls and ghosts. Oh my gosh, this guy really surprised me. I thought it was like a conscious NPC. It's just a group of people questing. Okay. And when we get a chance, I'm going to take this elixir to slightly increase our stamina, increase our health by 27 points. I think every bit counts. Alright. So, this place looks partially cleared out by those other players. So I gotta be a bit careful here and not get overconfident. Because enemies will probably be respawning soon. Okay, we slayed our first Nerubian. It really wasn't so bad. They look like they're supposed to be elites, but they're just regular enemies. I wonder what's in this necropolis. Alright. And nice, we leveled up. So, guys, have any of you tried Midnight yet? I know it just came out. For me, I didn't play through the War Within. See, I bought it and I played the very beginning of it. But, yeah, I didn't play through it, so I'm leveling up a warlock to get to a higher level, and quests are after this. Wait a second, who is this guy? Mirtoran the Fallen. I wonder if he's a quest NPC. He's not like a rare elite. And he's not associated with any quests, but he has a unique name. Yeah, he's got a cool armor set as well. Interesting. Okay. So he didn't really drop anything. I don't know what the point of him is. Probably just some sort of quest boss. Anyway, speaking of retail, what else can I say? I've been collecting furniture items, so the housing system seems like a cool part of Midnight, but I'm not going to purchase the expansion until I for sure know that I'm going to play it. So yeah. I have a rogue and a warlock that I've mainly been playing, more so the warlock lately. I think warlock is one of the classes that's been recently buffed in retail because I was doing the catch-up quests. I don't remember what they're called, but they're the ones that take you to this Dalaran instance and you're killing Nerubians. And my rogue at the same level had so much more trouble than the warlock. My demonology warlock just face rolled through everything and didn't die once. I can't say the same for my rogue. Let's look for our next target. There we go. So I've spec'd into Frost for this character, and since we're only level 21, obviously we haven't gotten that far into it, but I found it like really useful for leveling. Let me remove a curse again, because if you pick Frostbite, okay, so I mean there's a lot of useful talents here, but Frostbite gives you a chance to freeze the target in place. Like right now I'm at 10%, but I can get it up to 15%. And even when enemies hit you with your frost armor, there's a chance they'll be frozen in place, so that's a really nice survivability mechanic. Okay. Sorry guys, I have to drink again. We're just really squishy. So finally, we need to kill one of these whalers, and then we're good here. But there's a necromancer in the way of let's see if he's there. Why not? I mean, the worst that can happen is we die, but the next quest here is to go to Undercity. So it's not a huge deal, in my opinion. But if I go up to the entrance and my add-on doesn't go off, he's probably not spawned, so I'm not gonna go much further than that. Let's see how our add-on does in here. So I don't think this goes any lower, right? /star doctor. Yeah, he's definitely not here because the model of these things, these ground necropolises, they don't have any lower levels, so he's clearly not there. Okay. Let's see. So this war quest, we have to travel a bit lower on the map to turn it. I'm gonna clear out my inventory before I do so. Okay. For the longest time, I was looking for this provisioner, and I thought he was someone who was added in Cataclysm, because I just couldn't find him, but it turns out he was just next to the inn here. Oh. Shoot. It looks like I missed a quest, so I was supposed to slay Darkon. That's okay. I wouldn't have been able to slay him by myself anyway. So what I'm going to do is turn in this quest and then run all the way back to Deatholme and see if I can find a group for him. It doesn't look like, I'm not sure if he was up anyway. I mean, he might have been, I just didn't check, but it's not a huge deal. Get that peace bloom. I'll read this quest next. So we've got another Darkon quest, so it's actually a good thing we went back here because we were going to have to run back anyway. So it says, the odious traitor Darkon has risen to great power among the ranks of the Scourge. His lieutenants command vast armies of undead against our dwindling numbers. Massifet the Black, Jurian the Deceiver, Borgoth the Bloodletter, Merdoran the Fallen. Learn these names well for the Ghostlands. These Scourge leaders are second to only Darkon himself. Slay them and their mindless armies will be thrown into disarray. Then let's pick this one up. A restorative drought. The battle against the Scourge is not without casualties. Many are slain, Horse fate. It is not uncommon for the Scourge to take prisoners. Death would be preferable to what awaits them in deatholme. They are interrogated and tortured while under the effects of horrible well-breaking poisons. Apothecary Renzethan and Tranquillen has developed a remedy. Go to him and retrieve the restorative drought. Okay. So something I was thinking about recently is, I don't know if you guys have observed this too, but in the Burning Crusade, I've noticed that music doesn't seem to get played as often as in other expansions, at least in these deep Burning Crusade zones. And in a video I watched, I don't remember the name of it, someone called it the expansion of ambience. So, like if you've noticed, if you play during the day outside, there's like birds chirping and whatnot. So it's an interesting observation, I think. It's a pretty good expansion for relaxation. Okay, so we're picking up this drought from the apothecary. He says, "Ah yes, one of my finest creations, this drought will break most forms of alchemically induced stupor. Side effects include confusion, nausea, and in rare cases, temporary blindness. All much preferable to whatever the Scourge plans to do to those prisoners in deatholme, if you ask me. Best of luck, brave mage, you are going to need it." So I'm assuming our next stop is to use this in deatholme. Yep. Okay. So I might skip this next part of the video to deatholme because classic WoW is a walking simulator. Hey again, friends. So I ran back to deatholme and I am about to do these quests where you kill these bosses, and it turns out one of the ones I had already previously killed, I just wasn't on the quest. And while we do so, we'll provide the antidote potion to NPCs we have to rescue. However, I am seeing a lot of enemies surrounding this area that I'm supposed to kill a boss in, so I have to keep an eye on them around here. See if we can kite here. Okay, so lesson learned to prioritize the necromancer over their minion. But luckily we've starved them of mana. Okay. This is easier than I thought. I wasn't sure how deep this crypt was going to go, because some of them go pretty far, not gonna lie. Another really close call there. since it's later in the night, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find a group to slay Targon. And if I don't, what I can do is really quickly just finish that Undercity quest we have, which should be fairly easy since I can just teleport to Silver Moon, then use that orb to teleport to Undercity from there. So that should go pretty fast. Okay, the next boss should be in this little wonderful looking building. Oh no. Well, that's pretty rude to attack us while we're stuck in the wall. Let's see how you like being stuck in the wall. As a mage, I don't have any remove poisons spells, but I can make anti-venom if I farm some small venom sacks. When I'm feeling lazy, I just attack with a wand, and eventually they might just freeze, and then I can walk backwards and continue doing it. Okay. Let's recuperate before we go into the building. Oh my gosh, there's a necromancer. Now if we pull him, it might be sayonara for us. But we managed not to pull him. Arcane Torrented. You weren't able to cast your Frostbolt. There's Borgoth, another whaler, and an eye, so let's just focus on him. Easy. Let's heal this blood off. Oh, he said I owe you my life. How grateful. Okie dokie.
Stay the course. Hold your head high. Our enemies will fall. The reckoning is at hand.
Okay. So that made us exalted with tranquillen. That's awesome. So now that we're exalted, let's see the final, or what we unlocked at the reputation vendor here. stay with what we currently have. Anyway, I'm going to teleport to Silver Moon and we can finish that Undercity quest. It looks very unassuming from here. I've never really thought about this because I don't tilt my screen up when I walk towards the Undercity, but I suppose it's designed to look pretty unassuming and abandoned. Maybe to Alliance. And when you go lower and lower, you find out that it's a fully inhabited city. Imagine running through this as an alliance and you have to keep killing all these guards. I think Sylvanas must be one of the most protected horde leaders in Classic. Let's see what she says. And you are... What's that you have there? That necklace. Necklace looks somehow familiar. Give it here. She takes the necklace from your grasp. It can't be. After all this time, I thought it was lost forever. After a lingering moment, the lady seems to become aware once again of her surroundings, composing herself. You thought this would amuse me. Do you think I long for a time before I was the queen of the Forsaken like you? It means nothing to me, and Illyria Windrunner is a long dead memory. She drops the amulet to the ground. You may now remove yourself from my presence, mage. Well, I'm sorry, Sylvanas. What is she doing?
Shorelaran, farewell. We will have justice. The reckoning is at hand. Don't waste my time.